Hey guys, it's the Stardock stream. Scott, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I haven't seen anybody in forever.
Scott lives in the basement and probably doesn't see the sun very much either.
Everybody's moved upstairs, actually. We have this
really?
Yeah, we have this nice game. That's why I'm out of breath, because I was downstairs. We have this nice area set up for the devs, and at one point it was all filled.
Right.
So we go, we got to make more room. So we made more room upstairs, and people are like, we're going to move upstairs. And so now I think there's about 6 people down there. There's capacity for like 25. So
right, yeah. Everybody's pretty
lonely,
spread out.
But it's fine.
That's not terrible, I suppose. Nah. All right, so let's see.
What were we doing?
We were making a frozen wasteland or something.
Oh, we were making the mod. We're doing the mod stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
awesome.
This is mod number 2. We're going to do a few of these.
Okay, so we will dive right into map generation. Load. Arctic world. So, let's see. Okay. Now I remember.
We have to unfreeze things.
We have to unfreeze the world.
We made a spell.
We set up, I think we set up some spells.
Look at that snow.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're going to do just a little bit of backtracking. I want to load the map. I seem to remember, I should have watched this episode.
Didn't you break something?
We broke something and then we fixed it. It was only broken temporarily. So, what have you been playing lately?
Well, the patch just came out for Final Fantasy XIV, so I was up till 3 a.m. yesterday doing that with my raid group.
Very cool.
The Legacy of the Void released on the same day, and Fallout 4, which I have not actually played a Fallout, but
busy week.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Okay, so we did get the map working.
There you go.
We have little roads.
So inquiring minds want to know if there are any plans that you can talk about for Sorcerer King at this moment.
Oh my goodness. I can't. No. I'm sorry. So here's what's going on. Nothing you can say. With Sorcerer King. Brad has we've been fixing bugs here and there, but the majority of development is kind of waiting for Brad to come back from Ash's Land.
Right.
And that has
he's pretty
had him consumed for the last 3 months easy, and I see it going at least another month. So
right.
Just waiting on him. And then we actually have another title that I think we're announcing next week, or I don't know. We've been busy. We're always so busy around here. But unfortunately, nothing to report on Sorcerer King. I would get in trouble if I talked about it. So.
And we don't want you in trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, and actually, let's see. We made a spell. I'm just trying to. Okay, so it's all coming back to me. We were going to make a winter-themed map with a special item or special. We were going to make a craftable. Probably a craftable
I think so.
Scroll where there would be no fertile land, but there would be these like thawing the world scrolls that you could use.
Right.
So let's see if we probably didn't get around to that. But we can check the spells. Oops.
To answer your question, Betrayal, there do appear to be plans in the work, as Scott said. He just can't talk about what they are. So it's not going to...
Yeah. It's not that nothing's being done. It's that nothing can be talked about right now. It's unfortunately the way of the marketing machine. You have...
Right.
Unless something slips out via Brad, we have to run a pretty tight ship and...
Yes, Brad's allowed to slip. We're not.
Brad can talk about whatever he wants to talk about. But
and the rest of marketing goes...
He let it slip.
I haven't been there that long. I haven't been here this long, and I'm already learning that.
And so we have yeah, we have things in the works. We have we have builds and stuff with lots of cool new goodies that, unfortunately, my hands are tied. And actually, I've been working on Ashes and the other game. The
other one we can't talk about yet.
Nothing. I can't talk about anything. Basically, and that's why we're doing modding.
CW, you do have an excellent memory. He's they're mentioning that it was a scroll that you'd created, and Defrosting Agent X, I believe, was the name of it that we came up with because we're so very clever.
Let's find it.
It's somewhere.
Oh, you know what? That's right. Control Shift E. No, Control. Stop
Giants.
It. Get out of my way, you stinky beasts. Okay, so Defrosting Agent X. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
It's all coming back. Okay, and now that's going to be.
So this winter wasteland that you're seeing is going to be Michigan in about a week. So
it has been beautiful.
I can't even in November. I can't believe we've had like 65, 70-degree days.
Beautiful.
Do not get that here in Michigan.
No, it's very, very strange. Okay,
it is.
We got the goods set up. I figure I feel like we probably have the player too close to the Sorcerer King.
Yeah, that's not a whole lot of space.
No.
And those lieutenants always come kick my butt, so the further away I can be, the happier I am.
So I'll probably do this more like I think it's the Aeron map, where there's like a nice little traversal, nice little maze of land masses to go through.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump back into the map editor.
Yeah,
I wish I could talk more about Sorcerer King. I'm trying to think of things that I can talk about.
And I know that everybody's been kind of like bumming that the streams are a little bit few and far between, but unfortunately, like Scott says, we don't have a whole lot we can talk about. So I mean, we'll toss modding at you, and
if you guys want to talk about anything else, though,
yeah, I mean,
I'll be making a map, and I'll gladly chat it up. I've been here for 15 years, so I have lots of stories to tell.
I imagine that you do.
Yeah.
I've heard some pretty entertaining ones since I've been here, so.
Yeah, we've had fun. When I got married, I was able to invite the entire Stardock crew to my wedding. It was
oh my gosh.
With significant others, it was like 22 people.
That's it?
Yeah.
How long ago did you get married? He has to think about it.
No, 12 years, 11 years, 12.
Okay.
So I was at Stardock for about 3 or 4 years.
So it was a really tiny crew at one point.
Yeah, I guess the ramp up was pretty slow. Yeah,
even still, it's not like that big by comparison to other companies. Like what, 60 people in the building?
60, I think. Yeah, like 50 or 60 in the building, and then we have Stardock, Baltimore,
right?
And then some other people here and there. So, we've grown so much. Okay, nobody wants to look at the loading screen. Scott.
Oh, CW, we're talking Fahrenheit, not Celsius. He's like, oh man. And Petrail asks if Stardock plans to ever utilize Steam's workshop feature. Do you know if that's something that
we've talked about it. I know that I think the Gale Civ 3 guys were really happy with how it works. So, sorry, I'm trying to
talk and mod at the same time. I know.
It's editor stuff. Sometimes
you could also say it's Christy stuff, and that would probably be accurate.
Yeah.
I look at a computer and it breaks.
I'll blame you.
Like I said, Bruce has a look for me when I come down the hallway. Like I haven't even broken anything yet. He just looks at me. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I swear.
I forget what we were
CW remarks that you've been married longer to Stardock than you have to your wife, apparently.
Yeah. Map editor. No, she met me when I was a cook at Bennigan's, so...
You were a cook at Bennigan's?
I was, yes. Huh. And before that, I was a lumberjack, so that was pretty cool.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, map...
I'm finding all sorts of stuff.
Flannel.
Well, I was going to say, I do notice that you wear a lot of flannel, but...
Map editor. No, that's as much as that story as you get.
Darn it, that's not fair.
When I think I was 13, I convinced a nearby, it was a firewood place, and I wanted a job, and so I'm like, I was big for my age, so I'm like, oh yeah, I think I needed to be 16. I'm like, I'm 16.
Scott.
And I went back to visit him 5 years ago, and she's like, yeah, we could have gotten on a lot of trouble for that. I felt kind of bad.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so I'm going to move this guy over here. The T button. I'm going to have to remember. Okay. So L brings up the different land types, and then I'm going to press T to steal the tile underneath my cursor. And then I'm going to make a nice little land.
And I have a real admiration for, you guys who sit there and spend a lot of time doing stuff like this. It's so time consuming and really fantastic. But I personally do not have the patience for something like this.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of the guys downstairs are actually chomping at the bit to get modding on Fallout 4. Like playing the game is only half the fun for them. The other half is, making their own world and that's totally awesome. Like I love playing mods. I just do not have the patience to muddle through the creation process. So one thing that I really like to do is put down a bunch of mountains and then cut through them, just because it ends up same thing with putting down a bunch of forests and cutting through the forests. It always feels more like an authentic RPG-esque landscape. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna mountain it up. CW asks if you had taken a look at the missing duck armor XML file. I sent that along. I don't know if Charles looked into it, but I know that that's in our fog bugs. Somebody's going to have to introduce me to Charles because everybody keeps mentioning his name. I have no idea who Charles is. He's an AI construct. Okay. No, is he downstairs? Oh. Yeah. Is he downstairs? He is downstairs, yeah. Okay. He's been with us since Scale Civ 2, so he's been with us a long time. Too. Okay. No, I don't know practically anybody in the basement except for you and Patrick and Paul and Johnny. So let's see. So the theme of this is... So many mountains. So many mountains. Oh, we have a guest. Hello. No, you're fine. What's up? Oh. I just lost my group. We're supposed to have a meeting. Oh, I have no idea where that would be. No, you're fine. Do you have any idea who that was? Yeah. I have no idea who that is. Oh, see? 60 people. I don't know. There's 60 people is not that many. And I don't know. Like, people live in, like, little nooks and crannies and crevices in this building. And, like, I'll turn a corner and be like, there's a desk there. What the heck? Who the heck are you? I have no idea. So. Yeah, it's true. It's rough. Like, when we had that company-wide meeting, I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that person yet. All these people. Exactly. Okay, so since this is... going to be a winter world. It's always fun to have a nice volcanic area to contrast where it's all been melted away. Volcanoes. Let's see. Now, we have a volcano stamp. I wonder if... Okay, so one of the... so there's a volcano spell in the game. Yeah. And what that does is actually place a stamp, a map stamp. So in the... editor, we made a little stamp. We made a little volcano that spell applies a game modifier that places that stamp. Right. So what I should be able to do is go into, there's a little stamp tool, and there should be a volcano. Volcano. Let's see. Volcano. Volcano. Shh, I can't spell. Wait, no, that's not. That's not my volcano. I was going to say, what is even happening there? I think it's like the Eye of Sauron right now. Okay, we'll fix it. Jeez. It's not like this is being recorded forever and ever. Okay. What's it called? Spell? Tactical. What's it called? The anger is building up. Oh, I'm in land trains. Okay. Oh, I can see why you don't like to do this. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm in the okay.
I have the patience for a lot of things.
SK volcano spell 01. There we go.
There you go.
That's better. It's a little more subtle, a little more tasteful. So let's. So let's throw a question out there. Did everybody have a great Halloween?
Anybody have any problems this Halloween?
Ooh, any good Halloween stories?
I don't really have any good. Well, I had like 3 friends over for Halloween night, and Leo was one of them. Actually, we were handing out candy, and like I just like seeing the kids in their costumes and whatever. And I'm like, guys, there's a Chucky coming up the walkway. There's this 3-year-old toddler, and I swear
it's Chucky.
Yes, 10 years later, he's gonna look at these pictures and be like, "Mom, Dad, what the heck were you doing?" Yeah. But he's got like he had the makeup on. He had a little knife in his tiny little 3-year-old hand, and I'm like, I am subsequently amused and terrified at the same time because I can't even look at Chucky. And I'm like, guys, I don't just. And so he's got these 4 adult heads peeking out the door, and this kid's looking just like, what?
Oh no!
It was adorable, but
yet terrifying.
Yes. I did see some people dressed as the Doctor. I saw some Marios, some Luigis.
Lots of. That is one thing I'm super. As a parent, I am so amazed how Nintendo like. Mario and Luigi and Nintendo properties have become a thing. Like a valid. Before it would be you may be able to get a lunchbox if you look in the right corner, whereas now it's like Nintendo everything.
Right there.
It's basically like Mickey Mouse.
Gaming has become the new thing of youth. Like they love Nintendo.
So cool.
It really is. It's been cool to see the progression and stuff like that. And it's hard sometimes not to look at it and be like, back in my day, if I wanted something Mario related, I had to make it myself.
Yeah, you'd have to make it yourself or order it from Nintendo or something.
Oh yes.
Have you ever heard of a game called Costume Quest by
No.
Okay, so
what is this?
Double Fine, the guys, the Broken Age guys, so they made a game called Costume Quest and Costume Quest 2, and basically they're just Halloween themed RPG adventures. It's like Final Fantasy, but you're kids walking around in your costumes, and whenever you go to a battle, you like if you're wearing a Abe Lincoln outfit like with cotton balls and stuff, like you go into a battle and you're like a full Abe Lincoln, or you're wearing a dinosaur outfit and you go in and you have dinosaur special powers, and it's really
cool because that like mimics the imagination of a child.
Exactly, and they actually work in the knocking on the door trick or treat thing.
That is so neat.
I ended up buying. I knew of them, but I didn't buy them, and it was on sale for like $5 for the Wii U. So I ended up picking that up, and
it's on the Wii U.
I think it's for everything at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look for that.
But I ended up playing it with my kids, and they are loving it so much. And I never thought I'd be playing an RPG with my kids and them enjoying it that much.
That's so exciting.
Because everything has just so much, it is oozing with personality. The healer, the first healer that you get is this clown, and his special ability to heal your party is, it's an ability called Laughter is the Best Medicine. So he like takes out a banana peel and he slips on it and he makes everybody laugh.
Cute.
And so they love, like my kids love seeing the special abilities because they all have like funny little gimmick. It's so good.
I love stuff like that can, induce young people.
Yeah,
and
it's not
entertain them cleanly and wholesomely and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I really want to know where this post is, CW. That makes me nervous. CW says, especially for you, Christy, I made a posting about spider armor. Just to induce in you some fear of sleeping. I missed this. I'm not sure I like that. I missed this post. I was out of the office last week for a couple days at a training, and I totally have not even caught up with everything that I missed in 2 days.
I missed the spider armor too, so we'll brave it together.
If that's a suggestion, I'm gonna veto that. Scott's gonna show up with a mod and be like, "Look, Christy."
No, I will not. I promise. So one of the nice things about if you're making a map is that there's a couple of different variations on the different land types. So this is all basically the default Burning Lands.
Okay.
But then you have a couple of different Tactical 01, Tactical 02. So you can throw down a little bit of variety. Just to spice things up. So we're gonna do this. A lot of time, if you're doing level design and you want to draw the eye, a lot of times you want to make like a nice path. That's a different, that different variation. The eye will draw. Right. The player's eye will draw in, so we can. Let's see. Let's start cutting through here. Okay, so we have our little zone here. We'll do something with that later. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but I like it. So let's see.
Oh my God, he really did. Oh man.
Is everything okay? Did you look at?
I looked.
Oh no.
I looked. I'll have to show you when we're done. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Is he being nice?
Nicer to me than he is to you, which isn't saying much because they're really mean to you. But I have antagonizers. It's great. It makes me feel loved.
Yes. You're not officially on the internet until you have people.
I know, right?
Hating you.
But like this is a very kind sort of antagonism, and I can deal with that. Betrayal asks, is it possible to get what colors are used in the icon? So if we wanted to mod, we could match colors or have a blank template of some kind.
Which icons are you talking about?
Which ones, Betrayal? Tell us. That's going to take a minute to catch up.
Okay. In the meantime, I will have some of the candy. Christy was nice enough to bring me candy. I don't have to feel guilty about eating my kids' candy. It's so hard. They have these giant bags of delicious candy.
The kids in the neighborhood I thought I bought enough. I bought several bags, and they cleaned me out. And actually, just this past Saturday, I was home, and I hear my doorbell ring, and I'm like, okay. So I go to the door, and I open it up. There are these two kids, and they're wearing pillowcases on their heads, and they have like black lines drawn under their eyes, and they're holding pillowcases, and they go, trick or treat. And I'm like, did I go back in time?
When was this?
What just happened? This was just this past Saturday, a whole week after Halloween. Bizarre. And I'm like, sorry, guys.
How
old
were they?
Late.
I mean, that's a very
They were like probably between 11 and 13.
Yeah.
So a little bit older. Right. And honestly,
this be ironic.
There's some brilliance to it because if you got extra candy laying around, who wouldn't just? I would have given to them if I had any, but I legitimately had nothing, and I hadn't done my 50% off shopping at CVS yet. Yeah. Which is where that candy came from.
Yeah, I'd be curious how much they got and how many just annoyed looks they got.
Yeah, I'm down with kids and the creative kind of thing like that, but I'm just like, guys, I got nothing. I'm sorry. They I got to the point where I felt so bad that I was running out of candy. I went and grabbed my stash of Jolly Ranchers. It was giving kids Jolly Ranchers. That was all I had left. I had to shut my door at 7 or 7:30 or something like that. So. Oh, ability icons, for example, skill, salve, tinkerer, leadership. ____.
No, I mean there's. So if you were to, I know that the artists kind of they had rules about the different colors of different things. Purple means it's an active ability, and then there's another color for passive, buff and stuff like that. I'll have to ask them about what officially their their rules were. But yeah, nothing that I remember. I know that they wanted to make sure there was some visual language consistency, but unfortunately it escapes me now. So I guess no. I'm full of no's today.
Yeah, man, Scott.
I'm such a negative jerk.
He's making you guys sad.
I know.
It's okay. I'll attack him with a Nerf gun later. It'll be fine.
So I'm going to. So what do we have? When making a map for Sorcerer King, the big things are the different. So where shards are, that's important. Where the minor races are is important. So maybe I can even stick the Burning Lands guys down here.
That would make sense. Let them live near the volcano.
Yeah, so let's... And I like to kind of taper out. Is it working? There we go. Just the artist in me wants to kind of make these tendrils of...
Yeah.
Where the land has... making its way out like a
seen
squid.
any of your art until recently. You're pretty awesome, Scott.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, we're Facebook friends.
Yeah,
so
I saw and I really like that idea that you're doing with the the idea of letting the kids get involved with like portraitures and stuff like that.
Yeah, so if I can talk about that real quick.
Go
I have
for
no
it.
more slots, so it's not like I'm trying to
No,
hit
yeah.
myself.
I'm glad you filled up though.
So yeah, it filled up really quick. So what I do, so my primary artistic love is cartooning, so like Disney style animation, character and personality and stuff. So what I have been doing the last 2 Christmases is seeing what friends have kids or have nieces and nephews and doing little portraits for them. The first year it was coloring pages.
Yeah.
Because I was doing basically every single day I would whip up a coloring page for my son and daughter. Ethan and Lily, they loved coloring. I'm like, I'm an artist. I'll make you guys some cool things. And they loved it. So I did that 2 Christmases ago. And then last Christmas, I actually did like full poster, like the same quality that I was doing for some of my iOS friends.
Right, yeah.
Because I do iOS marketing art for them. So I did like high quality poster things. But the problem was, in my mind, like me and the adults would be having all this fun getting creative and figuring out what to make and what to dress the kids up as and what the pose should be. And like and the kid gets the end product, which is cool. But if I could rope the kid into the creative, get his creative juices flowing and see this is how artistic iteration.
They get so excited about stuff like that.
And so now they're going for Christmas. They'll get like a binder with, here's the different, here's a bunch of sketches that I did of you. Here's some inspiration stuff that I did. Here's, and then here's a coloring page, and then they'll get to color it in.
So cool.
And then I will take that and do a final version from that. So it's like I don't even know. It's like a multi-step, make your own poster with a.
But the kid gets to call the shots, which makes them feel really special and important. That's a really awesome idea. I love it.
I was so worried. Like you saw my post where it's like, here's the list of what you're getting.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, I was so worried because most of the time if you have to over-explain something, it's not. You
lose the reader.
Yeah.
We face that in marketing all the time. It's like, how do I do this succinctly?
Yeah,
there's so much to explain about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I have to talk about your daughter for a second because I saw some pictures that you or your wife posted of her outside with the rake.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I almost died. His daughter, I guess she was raking leaves and the head of the rake broke. And his wife posted these hilarious pictures of her in like these ninja poses with these faces like,
they were legit. And those
they were
poses
super legit.
I'm like, that's how I would draw a ninja. Like that is the pose that I would use.
She looks like a character. I would love to meet your daughter. She seems hysterical.
She's nuts.
How old is she?
Lily is 5.
Okay.
And she is crazy. She's awesome.
She's hilarious from the pictures at least alone.
It's so funny because she's pretty crazy, and then Ethan's super chill. Like
he's your oldest, right?
Yeah, he's my oldest, and he's content like working. He calls it working, but he has this little desk set up, and he has a fake computer and a fake.
Oh my gosh!
Like all he wants,
so cute.
For Christmas, he wants. Last Christmas, all he wanted was like office supplies. Like he wanted Post-its and an open close sign and stuff.
Aww.
So.
And if you can encourage stuff like that, do it. That's great.
Yeah.
They're just exploring.
Absolutely. All right, we have...
And that's kind of what we do here. We're just giant children instead of small children.
Hence the Nerf weaponry.
Yes. I was promised Nerf wars, and I have not yet seen one since I've been here.
We've been so busy.
I know. Does that actually happen, though? Or has it actually happened?
It's happened a few times. I know it's in the...
Someone's got to fire the first shot, man.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
I think it happened a lot, and then... we had to like crack down on it, and everybody's been too afraid to like this. There's this uneasy truce. Nobody wants to
uneasy truce.
Okay, so we were saying minor races. Let's put some of those down. How do I do that? Christy?
You're asking the wrong girl.
Oh, there we go. Minor races. These people.
Oh, okay.
They're the minors. Okay, keepers of the flame. You can go. Right there.
Wait, what? CW says Scott's daughter is old enough to select what shirts Scott wears. Ask him about the Space Cat t-shirt.
That's true.
When did this happen?
Have you ever seen my Space Cat t-shirt?
No.
I will be at work.
Unless we're streaming, I don't see you during the day. Really?
Okay, so I'll be at work, and then I'll get a text from my wife and my daughter. They'll be at Target or Kohl's, and it will just be a text of a shirt. And the shirt will normally have a cat on it or some sort of cartoon. I've got, like, she really likes Ninja Turtles. So,
aww.
Like, and she's like, we're buying this for you. And even if I say no, it will be there in my closet.
Oh, man.
So.
That's totally precious.
Yeah.
I love it.
So there was a Space Cat shirt.
Oh, my gosh.
That I got that. It's legit.
That is hilarious. Next time you wear a Space Cat, you're going to have to come to my desk and find me.
Yeah, I'll come
That's hysterical.
Bestow you.
You must have worn that on the stream at some point or something because they remember
I did.
This,
I think it was Gelsif. That was my space
for
base.
Gelsif.
my solidarity shirt.
Speaking of space, my friends and I have been discussing what to do with my hair next because I'm kind of on this, like, I've never been able to color it before, and here they're cool with it, so I've been coloring my hair crazy colors. And there's something legitimately called space hair, and it looks like a galaxy. It's like purple and turquoise and dark blue, and I'm like, yes!
Sounds awesome.
So I want space hair. I'm totally excited.
Okay, so what we're going to want to do, level design-wise, so...
Right.
I'm going to need to place some. I'm going to need to really think about where I'm placing the shards. I figured down here maybe I can have a nice little trove.
Those are kind of protected down there, too.
Yeah.
Stupid sorcerer.
I hate him so much.
Blonde? No.
Blonde?
Somebody said, honestly, he's not the first person to say I should go blonde. Anyway.
So since they can make a city basically anywhere as long as they have a scroll, I want to use resources as a way to kind of lure them in different areas. So if they're sitting on a scroll, I want to make sure that they're rewarded when they find like a sweet trove of awesomeness that they go, oh, I should cast it there.
Now, are you going to start with a starting city, or are you going to go straight, like...
Oh, that's right. Wait.
Or is it just going to be like you start as an adventurer and you have to go find a place to make your city?
I don't think I can mod that. So that's
I don't
not
know how
something
that
I have control over. Though
gotcha.
I really like that idea. I think that ever since we've been making elemental games, that has been a thing. Like the idea...
Oh, really?
Of... Yeah, I think at one point, I think Fallen Enchantress, we were talking about having a couple of the sovereigns be like lone wolf style sovereigns, where basically they don't balance the game in such a way where they can only end up building like one city,
right?
And they get most of they're spec'd in such a way where you want to have a massive stack of Doom and play it RPG style, but it's really hard to balance. We were looking at it going, this is gonna be crazy. So all right, so we decided we're gonna start over here.
CW, I did not know they made glow in the dark hair coloring, and now I have a new life goal. Thank you for that.
Let's see, forest tool.
You'll always see me coming in laser tag. I love laser tag.
We should all go play laser tag.
That is a wonderful idea for an outing. Why haven't we done this?
I don't know. Like I said,
that's being rectified.
Everybody's so busy.
Yeah, no, I definitely get the busy thing.
Yeah. One other thing I like to do is place resources just out of reach of the player at the starting location. So to kind of give them a incentive to grow out in different ways.
To start expanding.
Yeah, so it's like,
the thing that I always forget to do because I get caught up doing quests and suddenly I'm like, oh, wait.
So let's see. So there's a grain. I don't quite know if that's perfect, but, something like
that. Ever ways of grain. Roads. Roads are always good.
Roads are just fun for... I'm telling. There's something psychological about, seeing that road and going, oh, I wonder
what's on the other end of it.
I wonder what's at the end. Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, roundabout. I hate driving roundabouts. They terrify me.
There's more roundabouts in Michigan nowadays.
Yeah, they're really starting to pop up all over the place.
Yeah, they're the worst.
They really are.
Okay.
Just ran across a question in the Steam forums recently. Thought it was answered previously, but possibly never confirmed. Do multiple heroes in the same party affect XP? I'm still seeing people saying that it does, but I do remember Brad saying something about how it shouldn't. Do you know anything about that, Scott?
I swear I was in the XP code at one point. Multiple heroes.
In a single party, does it affect their XP?
You know what? I think design-wise it shouldn't. But there may be. This has been a really weird project where sometimes there'll be like there'll be a code offshoot that like most of the time it doesn't do it, and then there's like some weird situation where it's calculate, there's some alternative calculation method that we weren't looking at. So there may be a situation, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. I'll make sure that our producer puts that in FogBugs just to verify, because that's definitely if it is a bug, it's an easy fix, and those are always nice.
So many roads.
Yeah.
It's like Settlers of Catan. I'm going to build a road. Nobody's going to pay attention to me. I'm just going to build a road. Suddenly I have longest road, and the rest of them are behind in victory points.
I've actually never played that game.
No?
I'm more of a, how's it pronounced? Carcassonne?
I have not actually played that one.
Oh.
I'd be interested. I love board games, Scott. I will always play new stuff.
We're going to play that.
I would love that.
We'll have a Catan night and or at lunch we'll play on the beach. Cause
we were just talking about different games and stuff we wanted to play. Like, I like board games because the social aspect, obviously, and there people have been talking about Avalon and how some people here are really, really good at it because they're sneaky, and some people like Leo, who laughs at everything, is really, really bad at it. So I'd be interested to play with everybody here and see how that works out, but I've learned that Derek is sneaky and scares me, so I'm not sure about playing a game like that with him.
Yeah, Derek's really good.
I need to post these pictures on social media. We were trying. Derek bought a new computer for Fallout 4, and he was so excited about it, but we couldn't get it into his car.
Oh,
So it's like, how many gamers does it take to get a computer in a car?
Oh my God.
Hashtag gamer problems. We've got this giant box sticking out of the side of his tiny little car. We're all sitting there going, how are we going to do this? We had to unbox the thing to get it in his car. It was funny.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, it was hilarious. This is just a couple days ago. Monday, I think it was. I mean, giant box. It's ridiculous, the size of this computer.
Yeah, the guys here they like their boxes meaty.
Yes. Somebody says if you want to lose a whole day, try Twilight Imperium. Is that a board game? I'm going to have to look that one up.
I've heard of that.
I have not. I've been going to Gen Con the last couple of years because, again, board games, and love just trying new stuff. Even if I'm bad at it.
Let's put a couple of spots here to kind of hint the player that there's something up there.
There's hope.
Yes. If you go up here, there may be something cool.
To melt the Sorcerer King's frozen heart. While you're at it, put an arrow through it.
Okay, so
that sounds like a good tagline. I'll take that to marketing.
All right. Oh, I said I was going to put a little trove down here of stuff.
Oh, yep.
And then once I do...
Ah!
Bam. No, that's too many. That's just silly.
I like how the effect just sort of dissipates into the air as you take it away.
Works out well.
It's kind of neat.
No locations.
So many things.
Yes. This game
See, now quest text modding is something I could get into as like a storyline type mod.
Oh, yeah,
have fun
we'll
with
definitely
that.
show that off at some point.
Yeah. That'd be something I would enjoy, but
I think we have a pretty nice editor, like an exe.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it's really robust because we basically gave that to Chris Buckles, our writer.
Right.
And said, go nuts, and he went nuts.
That's always good.
I mean, granted, I think he has a degree in computer science, so he understands things, but I mean, it's definitely one of our better tools. So
that's awesome.
We've talked about putting that out there, having like a modding.
Yeah, I know some people have asked for something like that.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, metal.
That's what the Sorcerer King needs. Romance. Romance the Sorcerer King's lieutenants. Either get the cold shoulder or a burning romance. That's good. I like puns. I made one. What did I say the other day? I got yelled at because it was so bad.
You got yelled at?
Yes, I did. It was such a bad pun that they yelled at me. What? Oh, crap. What did I say? I don't remember. It was something in Final Fantasy. I made a pun, and Kane told me if I ever did that again, he was going to kick me out of the channel. So then I was going to be dismissed from the free company. It wasn't that. It was funny. And if it had come from anybody else but me, they would have laughed.
Okay, so... Okay, how much time do we have? It's easy to whittle away.
We got about 10
hours.
minutes or so.
Another 10 minutes? Okay,
yeah.
So I'm going to... Okay, I'll
They're all giving you the thumbs up for releasing the quest editor.
Yes,
they want this.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Actually, this map is probably the easiest map ever. Because the Sorcerer King can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's also nice to put beaches down.
Oh, so many thorns. Makes me think of Sleeping Beauty. Do you watch a lot of Disney movies with your kids?
Yeah, actually, I picked up Sleeping Beauty on Blu-ray, and I was amazed at the quality difference.
Really?
Like we had bought Little Mermaid. It took us a while to get a Blu-ray for some reason.
Yeah.
So we got Little Mermaid when it was just DVD.
Yeah.
And it's so grainy and so it looked crappy. Like even before we had the Blu-ray version of Sleeping Beauty, I'm like, this looks rough.
Right.
And then Sleeping Beauty, I mean, it just looks amazing.
That's
I don't know what tech they use to clean it up, but holy moly.
Well, I know they just put Aladdin out of the vault. I got to pick that one up because that's one of my all-time favorites. I love Aladdin. And I never got a chance to see Inside Out when that hit theaters, so I know that came out the other day, and everybody keeps telling me I'm going to cry. I cry at pretty much everything.
I'll have to see how you do. I was able to keep it cool until this one part, and
oh man,
like I broke down. It's pathetic.
Oh,
so Ethan looks at me, and he goes, "Dad, why are you crying?" Like super loud.
It's like, thanks for calling me. Was this in the theater?
Keep it cool. Yeah.
Oh no.
It was in the theater. There weren't many people there, but there were enough where I'm like, you
darn it.
Dog, why'd you do it, man?
That's hilarious.
Not cool, bro.
Don't call me out. Oh man.
It's really good. I don't even know why. It's just they.
From what I know of the movie, I'm sure as a parent it hits you differently too.
It does, yeah. There were definitely, yeah. I think it was like that. They make such empathetic characters.
Yes,
that
Pixar's very good at that.
It's like I love the characters so much that it's like if they start crying, then I'm probably going to start crying.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, don't do it.
Pixar has a way of like taking my heart, ripping it out of my chest, and then tap dancing all over it. And somehow managing to slap a Band-Aid on it, put it back so that I'm happy at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do this. Like, I didn't know what Up was about, and I really wanted to see Up.
The first 10 minutes of Up are brutal.
And I watched it a week after my grandfather passed away, not knowing that was like what it was going to be about. And so I sobbed like Oh my gosh, it was horrible. But I loved it. I absolutely loved that film.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Bad timing.
Up is, I feel it's underrated. Like it hasn't,
so very much.
It hasn't earned its street cred, but it totally deserves it.
It is one of their most beautiful films, and their storytelling in that, the fact that they managed to tell a silent story that first 10 minutes and impact you so powerfully, that's masterwork there. I love stuff like that.
So what makes you guys cry? Let us know.
Yes, tell us what makes you cry, since we're like, at this point, revealing our inner sensitivities to you.
And on that depressing note.
Oh, don't talk about the end of Toy Story 3, man. That's not okay.
Oh, man, that was
well, they're coming out with 4, and I'm like, why? But we'll see what they do. I don't know. Pixar has yet to
they haven't
really turn out a terrible sequel, and I've been okay with what they've been doing, so...
Yeah.
Look at all that lovely land.
I couldn't believe it. They got to the point where they were sliding down into the fire, and I'm like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna kill these characters. Like,
I know.
There's no way.
It's freaking out. And like, sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, they're not gonna hurt the main character.
But they could,
whatever.
I'm like, because I'm thinking they're just toys. Like, they could do it. There's no reason why they can't do that gut punch. I don't know why they do it. They'd be
I know,
cruel.
that's and it is ultimately for kids, but they manage to they don't dumb down their stuff thinking that kids don't understand, because they do. They understand a lot more than people give them credit for. They're way more perceptive than we realize. And they imitate everything and take things exceedingly literally.
Yes, they do.
Way too literally. I've discovered this by accident a couple of times. CW says, what makes me cry? Programs with stupid bugs in it and developers that don't fix them. Go hit Paul. That's not nice.
Aww. They're working. Everybody's working. Haven't I said the theme of today is everybody's working very hard?
Way hard.
Let's see.
It always amazes me, how tiny the teams are, and they turn out some good stuff, and fast, no less. Like marketing, there's 5 of us, and we're doing stuff all the time.
Yeah. All right. So.
Also, Spencer, I'm so glad you're back. Thank you. Island Dog got to go on a cruise, guys. I was jealous for a hot minute. Then he left me, and I'm like, oh, God, please come back. I need you.
Yeah, so one little thing that I like to do when it comes to the seafaring
little
portion
outcroppings
is just to kind of guide. I wish that we had goodie huts. Like most games,
what
they would do is like Mario, you leave a trail of coins or something.
Right.
So the player naturally goes that way. We don't
and follows them.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have goodie huts out here, so I have to just restrict their movement.
Yeah.
But still, it's if you're making maps, it's a really good practice.
Right. I love the seagulls just
get into
casually passing overhead.
Yeah.
Mine.
Did you see speaking of Pixar, the Finding Dory trailer?
I'm so excited. I love Ellen DeGeneres and I love Dory. Yeah. My friend got to go see a sneak peek of the new dinosaur one they've got coming out.
Cool.
I can't remember what it's called, but he said he liked it. So
the last dinosaur?
I think it's something like
dinosaur?
that. Yeah, something about a really cute. I like dinosaurs are awesome.
I can't believe they put out 2 movies this year.
I know, it's crazy. It's like a lot.
The mouse wanted more, and so
the mouse.
Say no. Don't say no to Mickey.
9:30.
Yeah, go watch. Yeah, go watch Inside Out, and let me know how much you cry, and let me know where you cry.
I will let you know because I really want to see it.
Everybody, go see it and let us know.
Yeah, let's know where you cry.
Poll. When did you cry in Inside Out? What fun! No, it's a really good movie. It's really good.
I sometimes cry at things that you're not probably supposed to cry at. I don't know where all the sensitivity suddenly came from. In the last 10 years, I cry at commercials. I cried episodes of Full House. I'm like, what is wrong with me? God, I can't believe I just admitted that to the internet. Oh Lord, I gotta stop talking.
That was
you're dangerous, Scott.
The girl, What does she say? That's rude. So rude.
So how rude.
It was rude.
I grew up on that. Like, I mean, I remember imitating all those characters because I was like, I don't know, 7 when that show was really airing.
TGIF. I remember.
Yeah.
That and Perfect Strangers. And
I grew up on Power Rangers too, man. That's good stuff. Some really good stuff.
I remember laughing at those first few episodes, and then somehow it hooked me.
I know,
like,
right?
How did I go from making fun of the horrible dubbing and
I know
miserable effects to like
and the super dramatic like everything.
Like, what's gonna happen to the Green Ranger?
I actually got to meet the guy who played the character Skull, Jason Narvi. I met him I was guest relations at a convention recently, and he was one of the guests that I took care of.
That's cool.
And oh my god, that man is one of the funniest people I think I've ever met. Plus, he has a degree in he's a doctorate in Shakespeare. So that got like the Shakespearean stuff that came out of him,
cool.
and I'm just like, I love everything about you right now. You are amazing. You are my childhood, and you are like everything that I, as a writer and actress, have loved for the last 10 years.
Did you ask him to marry you?
No, I didn't, because he's definitely married and has kids.
Okay.
So that's a shame, but I would have otherwise. They're like, just marry me. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, so we are so close. So this way we have like a nice little. If you can get a boat up here, then you have a back way through. So let's save this and see how it plays. Arctic map 3.
Arctic.
Winter
is coming.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So a couple of things that I want to test. I want to see if I can cast that spell on forest.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that these are properly blocking that ability. Make sure that minor race shows up. Make sure it loads. So let's go do that. And I like to close it first. It's so funny that we spent that amount of time talking about Pixar movies making us cry.
Yeah, like I said, I can't. The kinds of things I'm apparently willing to admit to the internet. So,
new game.
All right.
Yep. Arctic map 3. We should have a minor race. Keepers of the Flame. When we play, we should start up in that corner.
Ooh, look at that keep.
Please work.
How do you say? Is it Gaylor? Is that? Oh no! Oh man!
What did I do wrong?
He loads up and he loses.
Oh, that's. We need an achievement. That's embarrassing.
Scott gets an achievement all of his own.
Gosh. Yeah, this is Scott, isn't it?
Speaking of achievements, I'll have to share with you the my cover letter for when I applied here. I actually did a list of Steam achievements and made my own with icons and everything. So awesome. It's like, this is how much of a nerd I am. Please hire me.
We like them nerdy.
I am definitely seeing that. I'm totally okay with that. What'd you break?
Grumble.
Mutter.
Come on, S.
That's your starting location,
That's my
right?
Starting location. It looks fine. Oh.
What'd you do?
Wait.
Or not do?
No. I swear this is okay. Starting points. Random starting point. Here, we'll try starting point 1. And let's, just to be safe, put a couple extra
green tiles just in case.
Down. Yeah. Fine.
Scott's like, I give in.
3. B.
Oh, there's the teasing, Scott.
Yeah, thank you.
Typical Scott game. Start game, play, lose, nothing new. Poor Scott.
Oh my goodness.
Again, they've seen me play and they know I am like 10 times worse, and they still pick on you more than they pick on me.
I'm making you guys an awesome mod. It's gonna be so cool.
Poor Scott. At the end of the day, at least until they get to be teenaged and cynical, you can always know that your kids think you're the coolest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
And they get past that cynical phase.
Yeah.
My parents are my best friends.
New game.
Let's see what happens. Blah,
And
blah,
it worked.
blah.
Bam.
Woohoo!
Did it.
Yeah. Attica.
Athica's looking good.
So much snow. Look at all those treasure goodies and stuff. All right.
Lots of stuff.
Oh, you're hopping all over the map, though. How are you cheating?
Yeah.
See, I was so mad when nobody told me there were cheats. I'm like, seriously?
Not allowed to cheat. I'm testing
the
mod.
Right.
This is not. Also, it's nice to pop around and kind of feel the space. Feel how big.
Like if it's too claustrophobic or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh.
Man approaches it. It's really pretty crazy.
Okay. Our volcano is
volcanoing.
Nice, yeah.
That's a new verb I just made up.
No, that's legit.
I keep telling people, and they're like, "You just made up that word." I am a writer. I have full license to do so. I am completely allowed to make up words.
So what I'll do is probably block off this a little bit more, so it's Or maybe I could have it so they can come out here, and as long as there's something cool out here.
Or like maybe a little island with some stuff on it, or
a nice
some
little treasure trove.
difficult to get to. Shards,
I always like shards out here.
Yeah.
If you've invested in the boat and the infrastructure, and
you gotta find something.
You gotta find something in a shard. Having a couple of shards that can't be attacked by the Sorcerer King is pretty nice.
Definitely true. So his troops can't like make boats.
Correct. Yeah.
Go out
right.
places.
He has no way to get a landlocked shard. So.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hey, it works.
So we have
release the Kraken. That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
I'd be up with that.
Okay, so actually, I need to move the starting place over just one because these are a little too far away.
Yeah.
But other than that, we have the startings of a nice little map. Let's test my spell that I want to do. Test. D. What was it called?
Something X potion.
Defrosting
Agent X. Yes.
Okay, can't be cast there.
On Arctic forest terrain.
I want to see what happens down here. I want to make sure this doesn't destroy stuff. Where can I go? Sorry.
Nope, you're in tester mode. We get it.
Okay. So I want to make sure it doesn't destroy this stuff. It looks like we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't want it to destroy the shards.
So it suddenly makes it
so
usable.
Yep. And that's what we want.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll work on the map. I'll try to work on the map a little bit on the side. So next week, we can show off.
Got a little something.
Yeah, we can hopefully wrap up the map portion of this and then start talking about, if the whole idea of this map is to make these scrolls, how do we dole out those scrolls? We probably want either quests or just goodie huts.
Yeah.
Placed around that gift those.
Yeah, good plan.
And then some sort of explanation of how that mechanic works.
You should make an NPC and name her Elsa. Oh, she can give you the scroll.
Yes.
Since we're on a Disney kick anyway, I mean, whatever. Let's just throw that out there.
I could actually.
Sorry, guys. I'm not going to let this one go.
I'm leaving. We're done.
One question for you before we go. CW says, Scott, how can you define the yields on a tile in the map editor?
There used to be a way to do that. Back to game. Let's see. Let's dig in really quick. Main menu.
almost made him run away with my joke, and you guys brought him back. Good job.
Yeah, no, you're no longer there. It's just me in the chat at this point. You've lost.
See, everybody gets mad when I pun.
No. Create. Oh, I was gonna say is we could probably make a. I wonder if we can make a minor race, like mod in a minor race.
Oh my gosh.
What's their name? What's the name of
their city?
Yeah.
Arendelle.
Arendelle.
God, why do I know this?
We can make an Arendelle minor race. That would be so cool.
They'll have an army of Olaf, so they're glorious. Oh, man. Like, I have no excuse.
Actually, we could take Vetrar, make him a little small, and he could be that marshmallow guy. Doesn't she have a marshmallow that she summons?
Oh, yeah. She's got, like, the big, abominable snow guy, and he's like, Barr!
Dumb.
Oh, man.
Okay.
No, there will be no ice spiders. Just for me, apparently, they're saying they want ice spiders.
Okay, let's figure this out.
Tile modifiers.
I think that this is tile modifiers, and I think that there's essence, but I don't see food.
So nothing that can determine the resources?
Nothing right now that determines that resource, but I think if you put a certain resources, the various resources will actually have an effect on the surrounding yield. So I think that if you put down a wheat close enough, it'll affect the surrounding tiles.
Oh, okay. So you manipulate it that way.
Yeah. So you have to put a wheat next to your city, but it will affect it. Oh, and also enchanted land.
Oh yeah.
Enchanted tiles will.
Those are so pretty.
Do that too. So, okay. Any more
Look
puns?
at all that green.
Any more questions and/or puns?
I got nothing. I don't know about you guys, but the minor ice race hero for this map can be Olaf. They said that, not me.
That'd be awesome.
Just putting that out there. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us this week. Scott, is your schedule allowing you to come back next week?
I will be back next week.
Okay,
absolutely.
So next Wednesday we are going to have a stream. I don't think we're having a stream this Friday with Paul. That'll be in another couple of weeks. So next Wednesday, Scott and I will be back for Mod Workshop number 3, Disney puns and all. So thanks, guys, for joining us. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz, and keep up to date with what we're doing. So, Scott, thanks again.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. I gotta let this roll for a minute. I always do that.
This Laffy Taffy is giving me troubles.
It's your and Katie's weakness, apparently.